So that's it. Have in mind the Dunning-Kruger effect and help your team. All right. And what you need to understand is not really rocket science. Somebody should drop a coin that they want us to analyze. Drop a coin you want us to analyze. Let's see. Which coin do you want us to look at? Let's use the very basic, simple things that are open to everybody here to look at the coin. So what's your coin of choice? I'm waiting for your coin of choice. All right, so I see PSG and DYDX. Okay, cool. Let's go to PSG. I'm going to DYDX first. So I'm going to have my KDJ there. Okay, let me try hide the smart money concepts for now. I'll still get to it. Okay. So let me share my screen. Just a moment. For you to grow, you need to just learn a few things. Of course, everybody understands Bollinger Band and KDJ. Yes. We all understand that. But there's still a lot more to add. Even if you're struggling to draw the support and resistance zones, just look at the right side here and spot the significant numbers. All right. And for this coin, sometimes you need to zoom in a little bit for you to see the significant numbers. So if you realize what I was doing here, all the numbers were showing me 3 digits of zeros. 3 digits of zeros. 3 digits of zeros. So I knew I just needed to zoom in a little bit to see the ones that have 2 digits. So that means I can take the 3 digits of zeros as the significant numbers. So here we have 2500, 2.5000, okay? Just always drop this before you trade. This is a very important part of our trading, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes even me, I forget to place these coins, to place these lines because I'm focusing on other analysis. All right, this is 3% in between. That's fine, not bad. All right. So just locate all the 3 zeros. This is 2.7. Okay. Double click on it. You should be able to do this. All right. You should be able to do this. This is how you get out of Mount Stupid. The earlier you know how to do this, the better for you. All right. The earlier you know how to do this, the better for you. One of the common mistakes is forgetting to use the significant numbers to trade. Don't be quick. I mean, I know I have a problem. Sometimes I rush into analysis just because while I'm analyzing, somebody's calling me, asking me for settings, and I can't concentrate on my analysis. Shit happens. So, but this is what you must learn to do. All right. And I'm just trying to drop a couple of these lines. You can change the color to whatever you wish. And that's it. Let me stop there because this is where price is, so we don't need so much of it. All right. So if you observe carefully, okay, let me just drop another one below because, yeah. So if you don't understand what the significant number is, you need to, because price will bounce in between them. All right. So just combine this. This is the easiest thing you can do to trade. Don't let anybody make trading look too complicated. Even if your upline is not there to help you, if you can just focus on knowledge and get out of Mount Stupid and the valley of despair. It's only knowledge that can pull you out of the valley of despair. Knowledge of Bollinger Band and KDJ, knowledge of significant numbers, the most significant numbers. Just these 3 things, put them on any chart and you'll be able to say what is about to happen. Of course, there are more things, All right, that's why we have the goodbye to floating loss training. But let's keep it simple, right? So what's happening here? Price has been dropping. All right, so it hits this point, went up, hits this point, then dropped again. So this is like a support. All right, so you go to this place, you drag, all right, this is a support. You capture the wicks. You capture the wicks. This is a support. It touched here once, it touched here again. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, even if you come here and do a buy, I mean, just let's keep it basic. I don't want to add trend lines. All right. You come in basically and say, okay, I see a support here, touched here once, touched here twice. I'm buying here. And I'm going to target this point. I can't target here because it's 0.5%. So I'm going to target this point. Now, some greedy persons will target 8%. Some will even go higher. All right. And we have some signal providers in our team that will tell you go for 12%. And look at this, it worked. But you know what? That's high risk because the market can just face any direction. So I will just, if I'm going to give you a signal, I'll just say, take 4.6%. That's it. Walk away. What if the trade goes against you? Just buy the margin calls. You're going to tolerate 20% dip tolerance. Now, this is the beauty of it. What is 20% dip tolerance? It means that you're ready to take from here to that point you bought. This is 13% drop. So 20% means if it goes against you to here, you're still in the game. I'm trying to show you what 20% means. All right, this is 20% dip tolerance. This is 19.8. Eh? It means even if the trade goes against me to this point, I'm still good. And that's the beauty of what we do. All right, you're protected. So feel free to bounce between support and resistance, between significant numbers. Take the 4 point something. All right. Now, how do you know what to do again? It crossed here, came here, hit here, came down here. The moment it came here, I can decide to take another trade. You know, I say it has retraced a little. Let me enter, take 2%, 2.5%. Or if you're feeling so confident in yourself that the market is pumping, I could just say take 6%. I don't like to take it too close, you know, because just take 5, 6%. Good. Imagine taking 4% here, 6% here. You're going to love Royal Q. And it is ignorance that will make people to say, oh, Royal Q is not working. It's not working. I mean, people are now. This is the thing that happened today. Obviously, the guy I was speaking to today that was explaining Royal Q2 in a prospects group went and was getting feedback from somebody who is in the valley of despair. And he told me, I have many people in this Royal Q. So I have the information. So why is it always floating loss? And I'm like, you're speaking to the wrong people who are telling you stories about 2021 experience. All right. So imagine a prospect going to speak to someone in the valley of despair. All he will hear is the despair the person experienced in the deep, the Royal Q. Imagine someone going to speak to, you know what? In that Mount Stupid, the peak of enthusiasm, that is where we recruit people most of the time, because that's within the first 90 days. The first 1 month, that's when we go to recruit people. We tell them this is what will be making money for you. We're making money for you. It's working. You know, we recruit on Mount Stupid. And so we recruit people who would tend to follow the same route of stupidity when it comes to not wanting to learn. And then when we speak to them when we're on Mount Stupid, we're so excited on Mount Stupid, the peak of enthusiasm with our lack of knowledge. When we not get to the valley of despair, those people come back to us. How's that thing you're doing working? So my brother, it's not the way I thought it was, you know, and you've taken the valley of despair and, you know, pushed despair into them. All right, so that's it. I want everybody in this meeting room to understand these 3 concepts. Bollinger Band, how to use Bollinger Band, how to use KDJ, and how to use significant lines. For you to use this thing, you must learn to use TradingView. So drop 1 in the chat box if you know how to use TradingView, and drop 0 in the chat box if you don't know how to use TradingView. So I'm dropping a 1. Oh yeah, I'm going to come to PSG and Prosten. I want to know how many of us here are knowledgeable with TradingView. I mean, how to use it basically. If you're knowledgeable, drop a 1 in the chat box. And if you don't know anything about TradingView, you're struggling with it, you've never had an account, it's a free tool. Drop 0. All right, you can see a couple of the ones coming. I don't know. The vast majority of people in this meeting, are they in the kitchen or something? I know some people are in the kitchen. Okay. So I can see 2 zeros. I can see 1/2, yeah. I can see 2 zeros and 1/2. Now, this tool is free. Go download it. We have video trainings where we guide people to use it. Watch those trainings and try to implement it. And if you're struggling with it, contact any leader within your vicinity and make an arrangement to meet with them. Buy them lunch if you need to buy them lunch. Say, sit down and show me how to use my finger on this TradingView on my phone. This is how you make money. All right? And of course, if you want to perfect your entry, then you should be smart enough to know, oh, I can apply some more diagnostics on my TradingView, get some deeper knowledge, get better at what I do, go in repeatedly again and again, become better and better. All right? Become better and better. Eliminate fear, focus on your skills, and keep getting better and better and better. And it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing to behold. And so there's a lot you can learn. There's a whole lot you can learn just by deciding to end ignorance. All right? Just by deciding to end ignorance. And if this on your screen is confusing you, then try to join the next batch of Goodbye to Floating Loss happening in February, if you can afford it. All right, you can squeeze out the cash. Else, just stay sharp on the signals you receive. All right, we have signals. Signals are signals. They might not be perfect, but they will always sell off after a few days. Sometimes the signals will sell off within 24 hours, within a short time, but the market can be funny. All right. One thing about trading is that you need to have different strategies because it's a zero-sum game. Trading is a zero-sum game, right? If everybody is using the same strategy, that strategy will fail. So you need to have strategies, extra level of strategies, extra level of things you see. So, for example, when I trade people in the group by the floating loss, sometimes they do things differently from what I teach. And I observe it. I just say, okay, that's your unique style, all right? Because you need to have something different from another person because trading is a zero-sum game. So if everybody is using the same strategy at the same point, the strategy is going to fail. So we all need to have our unique tricks to what we do. So that's so what's going to happen next right now? What's going to happen next right now? Let's see. If this holds, it's going to go touch up here, or it might still come down here, touch here, bounce, could come down here. So there's so many tools you can use. So many tools you can use. And those who have attended the Goodbye to Floating Loss training, no, they know they have a lot of tools. I mean, we can keep talking and talking about this thing, but there are a lot of tools at your disposal. All right? Yeah, there are a lot of tools at your disposal. So, I mean, just eliminate the ignorance. First, understand that, oh, I have never traded before, and I'm in Royal Q. Just understand that no matter how enthusiastic you are, you don't know it. All right? KDJ, Bollinger Band, great. But that's not enough. You need knowledge of a couple of things. All right? You need knowledge of a couple of things. All right? There are things you need to know that will help you thrive and really do better. All right? And really do better in our trainings and in our trading. All right. So that's does anybody have any question about this chat? before I go to the next chart? We have 15 minutes more for this call. Okay, so no questions on this chart. Let's go to the next coin. The next coin that was pointed out was the PSG or what? PSG. So my goal is to change the level of the game for Royal Q members. I want to change the level of skill set available in Royal Q. Of course, I might have my own direction. At least I'm going to show you the basics and a little bit of the advanced stuff. But here's what you need to know. You have to take it together and create your own, what works best for you. All right. So in the bear season, after the bull run, we want people that can trade in the sell direction. And make no mistake, we'll start giving people signal in the sell direction. But even in that scenario, we won't tell you to put all your money into futures because you need to trade that futures. So if you have $1,000, we'll tell you to put $100 into futures or $200, okay? So that you can trade with $200 in futures and $800 in spot, all right? So when we give you signals, you need to be careful to make sure it is buy or sell. And how are we going to be able to give these signals? We are training people to be able to achieve this. We've trained close to 100 people, all right? And we're going into that system. So we're getting people ready for the bear season. We're getting people ready for the bear season already. Where if the market is crashing, we'll be screaming hallelujah and praising God because we want the market to crash. And we'll be making money when the market is crashing. Don't you want to be a part of that? Okay, so this is PSG. All right, this is PSG. I get scared of this thing when it's coming down like this. When it's coming down like this, it could just keep dancing and dancing. Okay. Oh, I forgot to add the smart money concepts on this one. Okay, so we see this here. So there's a possibility of something, but I'll just say tread with caution on this one. Tread with caution on this one. Don't be in a hurry to. When you see it like this, doing like this, I know a couple of people who will say, and I mean, most of the times you see that it could happen. They'll show you that this has done 32%, and so it will replicate, but just be cautious when it's having this lower low after a pump. Let's see how high the pump is. I'm already feeling I'm talking to my trained members, but I don't want to confuse people here, right? Because we want to keep it simple. 40% move, so be careful. All right, be careful. Wait for a move and a retest, and then you might be good to go. All right, I wouldn't want to go into this now. I wouldn't want to go into this now. I wouldn't want to go into this now. Unless it comes down to somewhere here. Then I can do. All right. But you know what? It could just fly up and give money. It could just fly up and give money. That's the funny thing about the markets. It could just fly up and give money. All right. There's something I want to talk about this discount level. So most times when your price is at the discount level, there are people that want to do cycle. Now let me talk about cycle and one shot. There was a time people used to do cycle. And so when they're on cycle, they'll be cycling and be making money until they go into the dip. Now, when they go into the dip, the coin they're trading will go so deep, minus 50, minus 60%, such that, let's just say they started with $500. The cycle has given them 10% gain. So they should have 50%. They should be seeing, I mean, they should have $50 profit. So they should be seeing 550. But because the coin has gone into 50% deep, what they're seeing is 300. The $500 has turned to 250. And the $50 profit is now out of that 250, making it $300. And then we have a hard time explaining to them that it is the coin that has shrunk in value, and so encapsulating even the profits and making the profit look as if it's not there. We struggle. Listen, I have some leaders who were V2s, and explaining this to them was extremely difficult. It was so hard to explain to them, for them to understand that, hey, you were trading with $500, you made 10%, which is $50. The $50 is there, but your $500 has now turned to $250. And then with the $50 profit, you are seeing $300. They said it's a scam. They say your money is finishing, their money is finishing. That value of despair, the Mount Stupid thing and the value of despair. This is why we came out with the concept of, hey, guys, trade one shot. Stop doing cycle, just trade one shot. So I'm giving you a little bit of background. We're here since 2021, right? So that is what led to that. And when people start doing one shot, when it sells off, they will see their balance increase because they don't do cycle, yeah? So the $500, they made 10%. Oh, they now see 550. They make another 10%, they now see, 600. They now gradually began to have belief. So this is the basis of us saying one-shot trades, because people on Mount Stupid find it difficult to understand the concept of what you bought is shrinking and it's encapsulating your profits, and that's why your profit is not appearing in your balance, overall balance. It was a hectic thing to explain. Some people abandoned their bot, saying that, why is their money shrinking? They couldn't understand it. The bot is making profits for me. Why is it shrinking? That became a big issue. So that's the reason for one shot. So I would suggest that when people join your business, keep them on one shot trades. When they see and understand the trade fired, the profit is there. When they understand that very well, then you can introduce them to cycle. Now, when you use the smart money concept indicator, and we have videos of this on the YouTube channel, go watch it, okay? These videos are free for everybody. When the price is here, you can decide to operate cycle. All right, you can decide to operate cycle mode, take 1, 2, 3, 4 cycles, then turn it to one shot so it gets out, okay? You don't want to keep cycling and cycling and you cycle to here. So now this is a very big move. So not all moves will be this big, especially in the bearish season. This was a very big move where you would have made 40%. So you could have made good 20% from your trades here. That is a very big move. So if you have people who are so busy, you can tell them to look for where the market is on the discount zone and let them just be cycling. But they need to pay attention. They need to pay attention so that once it gets to equilibrium, they can decide, okay, I'm out. Put it on one shot. If it sells one more time, they're out. Or when it comes somewhere here, they put it on one shot, and if it sells again, they're out. They don't want to get to premium. And now I know that there are times when the bullish season, premium will keep pushing higher and higher and higher and higher. But one of the worst things that can happen to a trader is for them to start experiencing floating loss their first 1 month. All right. So this is why, if you don't want to take signals, you want to, operate on your own after you've understood the concept of how this system works, you might want to do cycles sometimes when price is on a discount zone. But let me tell you something. Sometimes, even when price is on discount zone in the bearish market, this line will keep going down. All right. So just remember to always tolerate 20% drop in price. Always. All right. And trading will always require some patience. So once you're comfortable with support and resistance, most significant number, and Bollinger Band and KDJ, all right, maybe with smart money concepts, just go for something higher. Increase your level of knowledge when it comes to trading. All right, so this is pros, and I've told you what I think about pros. If it comes down a little bit here, I'll be happier to take that trade. Yeah, I want you to come down here a little bit more. All right, so the final one that was pointed out here was okay, this is PSG. Let's go to pros. PROS. I'm the only one talking today. You guys like it that way, right? You don't talk, you just sit down, listen. Okay. All right, so this is it. Let's look for the significant numbers, please. What are the significant numbers? 2 digits zeros here, 2 digits zeros here, 3 digits zeros here. All right, this is 3 digits here. Huh? Oh, that's still 2 digits zeros. Okay. So let me zoom in a little bit on this. Or I can see 3 digits here. All right. Let me just mark that 3 digits here. That's 8,000. Interesting. So where would 9,000 be? Let me just do it this way. Where would 9,000 be? That would be super high. Super high. Okay. And that is let's see. There's a lot of movement. 10%. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we could work with that. We could decide to operate with that, you know, or take this 7,000. I mean, this is the least you could do for yourself on this team. And you can see price is always moving in between those zones. So here you have a couple of things. This has gone up, hits down here. It could go down, bounce up, or from here it could go up. You know what? Trade with your margin calls. You don't have to worry yourself. You know, just if you want to be very patient, this is the 15-minute chart, right? You can actually go to the 5-minute chart and look at what's happening, all right? Oh, prices at the lower Bollinger Band below this. If I enter here, it could hit here and bounce back here, all right? But look at this, it crossed. So at this point, it crossed, bounced it. I could enter this trade. And when I enter this trade, where is the trade likely to go? It's likely to go here. But I won't be greedy. I just come here. All right? I'm just targeting the edge of that candle there. 8%. I'm good. 8%. All right? But don't get it wrong. This thing could actually decide to do like this and do whatever it wants to do. All right? It could actually do that too. All right? But remember, once it does that, there's also likelihood it's gonna just head back up. And while you're sleeping, could suddenly shoot and get here. All right. So these are just the few things you need to know. I want everybody on this team to really appreciate this. All right. So how can you build a legacy with Royal Q? You look at what we've explained to you. Look at the skill set. We've shown you how you can go from Mount Stupid to the, through the slope of enlightenment. Now, how many people do you think deserve this knowledge? The floor is open now. How many people do you think deserve this knowledge to be making this money under the current economic hardship? It's not your turn to talk. Oh. How many people deserve this knowledge? Or do you want me to speak in Yoruba? or Igbo?
Everybody deserves it to both Yoruba, Igbo, we are all.
Because I'll tell Madia will speak Yoruba. I'll look for who will speak Igbo and Hausa here, and even Akwa Ibom. So go ahead, Madam Ngozi.
Good evening, house.
Good evening.
It's like everybody is in
Good evening.
village meeting. Good evening, good evening, good evening. We will never give up. Like the boss said, everybody deserves it because the economy, the situation is not something to talk about. Things are getting more harder. Things are getting more, complicated. Everybody deserves to know Royal Q, understand Royal Q, and use Royal Q. There's no business that don't have this challenge. Even maybe an African that wants to learn work, they have to calm down and understand the work that wants to, or the work that they want to learn. Yeah, if he's not serious about it, he's gonna have some issues. But once you get done, like now we are started very well. 2021 is not like 2024. Okay, there's a big difference. So everybody that is coming in to Royal Q, we need to let them know what Royal Q is all about. It's something like it's a skill. It's not an investment platform. It's not a Ponzi scheme platform. Sorry. is a skill that one needs to know. And once you get that and get it to and communicating with whoever that you want to bring in, it will be better for you and the person. And the person will like, okay, I'm into study, I'm into learn, because once is a platform that you're gonna make money, and the money is not even in naira, it's in dollar. So I don't know, somebody that is working, I don't know how much is that person pay that would not like to, learn this skill that will be giving him or her big money. When I say big money, once you understand it very well. And another thing is patience. All those coins that is in 4 months, 3 months, 2 months ago, all those coins that they are pumping like mad. So I always tell people that this is just like a normal business. It's a normal business, like you have your shop. Okay, there are some goods that you get, you will sell the goods off. There is some you will buy, due to demand is down. It will take some time for you to sell it off. And even some goods expired in one shop and you throw it away. But when we come into online, we find it so difficult to have patience, to calm down. We always think it's like other ones. But when we think like other ones, it will still go like other ones. That's why Royalq is so, different from what we have been doing online. It's so different. So for me, I'm calm. Royalq has been my main source of income. I'm calm, and I'm like, is a lifetime business. It's a lifetime business. I have to get people in, have my evidence. It's not only it's a time that your evidence, what you have acquired from Royalq is what will be bringing people in. Your success will be bringing people in. But before you get that success does not come. You have to do some sacrifice. You have to some of our leaders, you have to be that strong for your team, because many of them, they're looking at us. Okay, you have to be that strong for them. If you want to bring people out of poverty, you know that this is a system that works, and you really want to get people out of poverty, or to let the people that have food on their table, you have to be strong enough to do that. So what I'm saying in essence is this: we have to talk to people about Royalq. And when you understand it and know it better, it will help you to tell people about Royalq. Okay, Royalq is with the knowledge and the teaching and the learning from our boss. It is so different from, the difference is very clear from what we have been doing, blindly going to the market, and also, so Royalq is to, everybody needs to know Royalq, and we need to talk to people about Royalq when we understand it very well. When you're trading very well and bringing people in, you teach them, okay? Let them go through training, not just invest your money. Even if you're giving us signal, some signal you give us signal, before the person will not enter it, you might have go up, might have go up. The person will still enter and say the same, taking profit. Those people that entered earlier enough, their own will be out. That person own will not be out. So there are so many things we need to talk to our success line. If you are building, I'm building. I'm trying I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. Coach is building, I'm building. I got my strength from him. All right. We need to iron sharpness iron. We need to be there for each other. Before we know it, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, this our team will bounce back to our thousands and victory. But it's only how many people that is trading. It's only old people that are not trading. I have to start all over again. I'm supposed to have 100 people that is V3 is 300 people.
No, V300, yeah.
Yeah, 100 people that is trading, but I have only 45 people trading. So I need to build back to get 100, 200, 300 people. Only that 45 people that is trading, I know how much is my team income. At times I see 40, at times I see 50, at times I see 60, at times I see 80. Only 45 people trading. Check it out when you have 200 people trading very well, effectively. You'll be making money. So we need to build royalty. Is good. It has come there to stay. They have come to stay. And many people now, thank God Donald Trump is in, crypto is going, is a wildfire now. This is an opportunity to let people know that this is real. Your money is not, our money is not going anywhere. Today, if I'm talking to anybody on Royal Q, I beat my chest because I know that your money is not going anywhere. It's just for you to have patience. I have experience because experience is best teacher. Some of the coin that I post, they are on fire. So we have what it takes. Your money is not going anywhere. If it's other project, would have gone. So it's not that you like, couldn't have been, I wouldn't have done this. Or even if when you post, you still use the money to trade. So Royal Q is just good in and out. Just know that floating loss is part of it. It's just part of the business. Coin must come down. All right, that you enter, you sell off. Doesn't mean that every coin you enter sells off immediately. When it does not sell off, have patience, it will sell. And we're using 4 margin call, dollar average cost, reducing the dollar average cost. If you have money, check your chart. When it's pumping, you can add money and the coin will come out. So there's so many things we need to understand and know and learn about this bot in order to do what? Be happy doing it. Because any business that you're doing, you're not happy doing it, you don't have passion for it, you're not good, you will quit so easily. You will be off the track so easily.
Absolutely.
So I'm encouraging us to keep faith, keep building, keep learning. Coming to webinar, very important, very, very important. It will build you up, build us up. When you hear from this person now, before you know it, we are good to go. Well done, everybody.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So, I mean, let's put in the effort. You're going to help people. You're going to train them. They will thank you later. When they come in, understand that they are on Mount Stupid. Within a month, they will likely be on Mount Stupid. Understand that they will also get into the valley of despair. Imagine when a person buys into a coin and the coin is delisted and crashes. It could, it could be a moment of despair. However, with knowledge, we can get to the point of sustainability. Now, I want to talk about syncing with a professional trader or not. I know it's something that's on our mind. So I'll go back to 2021. There was JD Winner. There were other people that we synced with, right? Despite all that syncing, when the dip came, all right? Now remember this. In JD Winner, there was some rules on how to use coins and the number of coins to trade, right? Your amount and the quantity of coins to trade. Most of us abused it. The reason was JD Winner was keeping our money idle. So many of us would take that money, throw into the trade with manual replenishment. Then when the market dips, there was no money to bring down the average price. So there are many people who are trading. And so it's not a bad thing if you decide to copy a trader, but I don't want you to be dependent on anyone, because the trader can change strategy in the middle of the game. He can experiment in the middle of the game and you will not be aware. Okay. Now, when you watch out for a strategy, one of the things I look out for is money management. All right. Now, in the bull run, anything you throw in will come out. Anything you throw in will come out. So if a strategy is not allowing you enough room in case of dipping of the coin, so you just need to know that if the market turns the other way around, it might be floating loss. But now we're in the bull run, of course, you might not experience that. So I mean, look at the settings of the person you're copying and see if that setting matches your trading strategy. So here's what I'll suggest. If you want to experiment, if you have $1,000, you can sync with $200. But keep control of, keep control of being in charge of what you do with the $800, right? Be in charge. Do your analysis. Become a trader, all right? So it's okay to sync at times, but learn to operate without syncing. Learn to be in charge of your trading. Learn to be in charge of your settings. Understand the bot. And if you recruit somebody, I would suggest you put all their money into syncing. Follow the same strategy. They come with $10,000. You can put $2,000 into syncing. Can be making some money while he learns to take signals with the other amounts of money. Okay, so that's my take on that. We've been here since 2021, and we want you to avoid that kind of notorious dip that when it comes, all of your money at once goes down. Aish, because it will happen even in the middle of the bull run. And let it not shock you. In the middle of the bull run, you're going to have one massive dip, and later it will come out, and then another massive one. Then the bear season starts. All right, so let's keep that in mind and expect it. And usually, when the bear season starts, most people don't even know. They'll be thinking we are still in the bullish momentum. So the bear season can happen anytime, but we're praying that the bull run will continue for at least the next 10 months or a year for us to maximize the opportunity. I have another meeting by 8, but I want to say this. Success is automatic. Failure is automatic. There are people here, I put that in the invitation, and there's a reason for that. There are people here that if you take them to run any other business, within 3 months, they're going to succeed. All right? There are people here that if you take them to product network and they decide to do it, 3 months, they've hit ranks, they succeed. And any business they go to, they will succeed. This is why I say success is automatic. Because you have programmed yourself to a level where unconsciously you know what it takes to succeed. In the same way, failure is automatic. A person who only depends on the upline and complains about being abandoned and focuses on all the negativity, the person will fail in one business. If he goes to another business, he will fail. Even if he opens a shop to run, he will likely fail again. Why? Because the person has programmed himself over many years to keep operating in the negativity and the failure. I want you to program yourself for automatic success. What does it require? Step 1, write your goals. Where do you want to be in the next 1 year? I know where I want to be in the next 3.5 years in Royal Q. My target is 10,000 members trading successfully. I don't know how it's going to happen, but that's my goal within the next 3.5 years. What's your goal? Now, break it down. Where do you want to be after 1 year? For me, I want to work hard till my team gets to 1,000. And if I get to 1,000, I'll just tell 1,000, please, let's go build a team of 20 extra persons. Before you know it, the team duplicating will just expand and you hit that 10,000. But would have been on a very powerful slope of enlightenment, and everybody's going to be enjoying Royal Q. Okay? So what's your goal? Where are you headed? You need to see that goal, and it doesn't matter if currently things are tough for you. See that goal and go into the future and pull that goal to you. I mean, feel it. If there's something you need to touch in the future, touch it. If it's a car you wish to buy, touch the car. If it's a building you need to build, touch the fence, touch the gates, touch it. Then feel the excitement. Maybe you are still drinking garri at the moment, but just bring that future to the moment, to the present moment by envisioning it a lot. You need to do this every day, several times a day. Several times a day. You need to touch your goal, feel your goal, let the feeling flow through your body, and then come out of that feeling and say, what's the next action I need to take today? If no action comes to your mind after that process, don't worry, relax yourself. Don't be in a hurry to take action. But there will be a point where you have seen that goal enough, Your mind is aligned to it, and the action you need to take will come out to you. This is how you achieve your goals. You don't really need to know how you will achieve it. You just need to know that if you can program yourself enough to see the target several times enough and touch the target and feel the feeling of the target in your body, bring that feeling to today. Feel that way. Eliminate much negativity. Let that feeling of success. Imagine that it's already done. How would you feel? Feel that feeling. Imagine how much your income will be. Bring that feeling to this moment and then tell yourself, what do I need to do? It was one of these things that I was thinking that I got the idea of, you have to train this thing. All right. So success is automatic. Failure is automatic. Which one do you prefer? You have to really be tired of poverty. You have to be really tired of being broke. You have to be tired of depending on only one source of income. You have to be tired and determined. Then program yourself for success. I know I will hit V6, but my priority now is how to recreate my V4s. And so I'm going to work hard to help my team stay afloat until we create 5 V4s that will replace the idle, inactive V4s, and automatically will be beyond the slope of enlightenment, but full sustainability on full throttle, 10x in our income, and people will be wondering, like, how are you making so much money so easily? That is what I want everyone here to do. Take time to see your goal every day. In the morning, if you can, in the afternoon, the evening, several times a day, just take a moment. And even as we're feeling it now, I want to end this session with a little exercise. I want each of you to look up to the ceiling where you are. Raise your eyes up and look to your ceiling. You can keep your head straight and let your eyes turn under your eyeballs and look to the ceiling. As you look to the ceiling, imagine your next rank. Now imagine the people that are going to work with you to that next rank. As you imagine the people that will work with you to that next rank, maybe you don't have them now in your team. And I want you to say this in your mind. I don't know how I meet the right people that will take me to the rank of B5, B6, whatever is your rank. I only know that I've met the right people now and I am fulfilled. Look up at your ceiling, turn your eyes up. I don't know how I start building an active team in Royal Q successfully, and my team is expanding exponentially. I only know that right now my team is expanding, and now it's so easy to build a Royal Q business, and I am fulfilled. Keep your eyes looking up at the ceiling and tell yourself again, I don't know how Royal Q business is now so easy. Everybody in my team is making money, the beer season and the bull season. Everybody's super excited. People are joining even without me doing anything. I only know that Royal Q is not easy for me, and I am fulfilled. So I want you to be grateful for everything in your life. Be grateful for your family. Be grateful for where you are. Be grateful for the successes that are coming. I want you to really lock in this feeling now and really allow the goals to come to you. And when you doubt it, remember that you don't need to know how the goal will be achieved. Simply believe. Bring back your eyes to this normal position and simply believe that every day, step by step, you're taking a better step towards your goals. Thank you very much, everyone, for being a part of the session. I have another meeting right now, so we'll end this meeting. Please, let's build the business. Let's keep trading. Let's keep getting better. Good night.